A good month, week, or new year. Let's get into what Spirit has to say to you tonight. All right. Without further ado, let's get it on. Let's get it on. I just recently found this little Buddha statue. Again, I lost this thing. Gerardo gave this to me. Okay, I just wanted to mention that. My yogi tea for the day says, let your greatness show from your inner light. All right. Okay, what do we got today? Spirit, what is the message? What will serve the collective's highest and greatest good? And what are they most willing and open to receive at the moment? Let's see. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. You could be a Sagittarius. I could be picking up on Sagittarius energy here. It's time to take action. Okay. So the plans have manifested, and Spirit is ready for you to execute those plans, to do the things that you have been thinking about and considering for the past however long Spirit has been giving you the downloads. Before, it was time to contemplate, to rest, to receive, to get into that receptive mode. Now, it's time to take action, okay? I feel like this is how people have seen you the whole time, though. People see you as an action taker. They see you as somebody who's bigger than themselves. Like you're bigger than your body. People have this perception of you of being like more than you are, more able, more like you're this grand being, okay? And I feel like you're about to sort of reflect that back to whoever's looking at you in that way. The devil in reverse. Letting go of those old limiting belief systems. You're ready to finally let it go. All right, you're finally ready. You've been ready. These chains were never truly attached to you. They were just ideas, thoughts, okay? The limiting things, whatever it was that you felt was limiting you. You've realized it's not. Nothing's limiting me. I can do and be and have anything that I want to do and be and have. What's up, guys? How's it going? Judgment upright. Yes, exactly. You know, letting those limiting beliefs go was the reason why Spirit had you in the receptive mode. It's the reason why Spirit had you in hermit mode for so long. Okay? Analyzing, looking at the bigger picture, understanding the way that things worked, understanding how you worked, understanding how to love yourself, all these things. And now, whatever the action is, whatever action that you've already began to take, in spirit, but also sort of in person as well, in reality, these are the right actions. Judgment. You're cosmically up-leveling. This is Spirit is sounding a loud trumpet saying, hey, you're right on the money. Keep going with whatever you're doing. Keep flowing with those ideas. You are on the right path, leading you to, endings. Leading you to ending. Whatever you ended, whatever you stopped doing, okay? Whatever you stopped focusing on, whatever you decided, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with that. I'm done focusing on that. I'm done letting my thoughts go there. I'm going to focus on this new thing. As soon as you decided that, Spirit was like, heave ho, let's go. Ho, hey. Get it going today. All right? All right, so these swords... These sort of things in your body too. Your body. I've been picking up on this. The body. You know, whatever you feel is constricted or restrained in your body, these things are falling right out of you easily as you go on this path. Okay, as you walk this road. Okay, so Spirit is also saying, hey, it's gonna take hard work and dedication, and you know that. You understand that. You understand that this is not a race. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. These ideas that you've had. Okay? Like eight of coins, man. Look at him. He's working. All right? He's working. He knows that it's one by one. It's step by step. It's win by win, you know? Win today. What's a win today? I was just talking with somebody about it's easy to do and it's easy not to do. It's easy to do the thing that serves you. It's easy to do the thing that doesn't serve you. And so this 8 of coins, this man here, this masculine within you, you've reached the understanding that all it takes is doing the easy thing. Okay? Little disciplines, small disciplines that add up. The principle of Kaizen in Japan. It's the principle of getting 1% better every day. Okay? You don't have to make leaps and bounds in your projects. You don't have to go and do everything all at once, but just taking that smallest step. And then tomorrow taking another small step. And then the next day taking another small step. And eventually you'll build this momentum. And that momentum, it's ready to roll. Okay? You've cleared the slate. You've cleaned up the devil. The devil's in reverse. It's time to go. But it doesn't mean you have to go fast. It doesn't mean you have to go after it right away or get it all done. It's just one thing at a time. Okay? One little thing at a time. Because if you just do that one little thing at a time, in 30 days, in 90 days, in 120 days, man, you'll be so far away from where you are now and further along the path than you are now. Okay? I was talking to my brother on the phone earlier today, and we were talking about, we were talking about this concept because he's getting a job and he's looking for things to do and he wants to get out of the current job that he's in. And so I asked him, I was like, well, what jobs are you looking at? And he told me a couple of them, and I said, well, why are you looking at those jobs? And he said, well, because they pay more, right? They pay more. They're better paying. They're better things to do. And I said, well, okay, what is it that you're doing? Maybe ask yourself the question, not what am I getting out of this? How much am I getting paid? And I just said this earlier, but who am I becoming? All right. What are these disciplines making me become? Because you don't really get a lot out of this. You don't get a lot out of going to the gym for one day, right? You go to the gym, you come back, you look in the mirror, you look almost pretty much the same. You brush your teeth, you look in the mirror, your teeth look pretty much the same. You eat healthy for one day, you haven't really changed that much, but who are you becoming in choosing the path that serves you, and choosing the foods that serve your third eye, and choosing the things that sort of are healthier for you, that are healthier for you. Okay? Create open space. Balance just being with doing. So this is that doing, all right? We had the just being, now we're bringing in doing. Emphasize arriving over striving now. Giving to-do lists and goal setting a rest. When your schedule is very crowded, it crowds out your intuition. Create open space by squeezing minutes or even hours into your day with nothing pre-planned. Then let your intuition set the agenda. There's power in the pauses. And another thing about finding a job and figuring out what you want to do, I don't know who said it. I think it was Rockefeller who said, if you work all the time, there's no time to make money. If you're constantly in a go mode, when can you sit back and sort of do this thing, this looking at the bigger picture? And so it's this balancing between taking action and looking at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius, new moon in Aries. All right, that's the energy I'm picking up on. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We're creating that space. We're scheduling our day, right? Because we're setting out our intentions for the day after today, and what we're going to do, and the little disciplines, but we're allowing that space so that, we can have moments of inspiration to do things that are outside of our comfort zone. We can push into that unknown. And in that unknown is where all your glory lies. Okay? Going back to how people are seeing you right now, okay? I feel like people have always seen you as somebody who can accomplish a lot. Again, that grandiose energy. That's what people see in you. They know that you're an action taker. They know that you're a mover and a shaker. They don't necessarily see your limiting beliefs or the constrictions in your body or any of that. Most of the time they see you, they see you and you're on the right path. They see that you're almost like this guru. You walk this line, and it's like, how can I get to that line? This is how people are seeing you. Okay? And I feel like something about how all of the suspicions, all of the, not suspicions of in a bad way, but in a good way, the suspicions about what you might become, you're about to show the world exactly what they've been thinking the whole time. Okay? You're about to become who everyone in your life has already seen you as, and who they see you as just in general. Okay? You might have not seen yourself in that grandiose way this whole time because of that devil in reverse and that 10 of swords in reverse and those experiences that you've been through and those environments that you were in. But just know that everywhere you went, people saw you as a ray of sunshine. Okay? The King of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. You're about to be very relaxed wherever you're going. All right? This open space, this new routine, this schedule. It almost feels like you've cleaned the slate again. And there's just a lot of wealth of knowledge, wealth of wisdom, wealth of love, of opportunities, of achievements, of good feelings, of money, wealth of all of these things, and abundance, okay? But that's who you are. It's so and that's what I'm getting. People, it's just so natural for you to be in that environment, for you to embody that, because that's how people have always seen you. It's what you've always really truly been. It's only been these limiting beliefs or things that, that you've been through that have caused you to think, well, maybe not me. Okay, maybe I'm not that. Well, that's not true. You've always been that. Okay? What else we got going on in the energy? Communication is key. Okay, what's going on with the communication? New moon in Gemini. We got some communication coming in. New moon in Gemini. I feel like people are wanting to come and talk to you. There's a lot of people wanting to talk to you right now. Wanting to pick your brain about things. New moon in Gemini. Like, what exactly is your secret? That's what people are saying. What exactly gets you? And that's the word, exactly. What exactly did you do? What were the methods? What were the things? What did you implement to get this reaction out of yourself? How did you ever become abundant? I mean, you seem like you're just naturally that way, but it can't be. Like, you had to have done something. And you have done things. And people are wanting to know what those things are right now. Sort of like, and however you take that, however it resonates, I feel like they want to come in, but they almost haven't yet. Or some of them have. I feel like people are starting to come to you, starting to go to you, but more so, you may have been reaching out to others, and I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people are wanting to know, like, what's going on. How did you get to this emperor position? You've got all this power, this personal power, this internal drive, this sense of this intensity, this wisdom. How? That's what I'm hearing. How? Okay. People really want to know. People are drawn to it. All right? Really, really want to know what's going on. How'd you get that? I'm just getting it over and over again. There's a lot of people. Okay? It's an abundance. How? Okay. How? Now, on the offset of that, this is also people from your past. People who, in the past, and maybe even now, are in secret competition with you. This is parental figures. This is people who raised you, who don't understand. So you have people who want to pick your brain, and then you have also on the offset, you have other people who are like, how are they even there? Like, come on. Are they serious? Did they really do all of that work? How is that possible? I feel like you have sort of people in your experience who are a little bit envious of the situation. Two of Wands in reverse, in secret competition, looking at you, looking at their own lives, sort of wanting to do what you're doing in your career. I feel like it's career because the King of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles, but not really knowing how to do it. They never got to the point that you're at now, and that's not even, this is just the beginning. I mean, look where you're going. I mean, they can see where you're going. They have that foresight. They have that wisdom within themselves to see that you've just gotten started, and that this is an exponential growth, and that you're about to blast off whatever you're doing in your career. something that they've always wanted to do, something that they almost they could have asked you not to do, advised you not to do, told you, hey, that's not the right way to do things, because secretly, I mean, they really wanted to do it but never could themselves. Never worked for them. They didn't have those secrets that you have access to. Okay? This could be parents. And you also have people who are wanting to know, who are genuinely interested in how you are so free. Queen of Wands. How do you not care about what society thinks? How do you just so simply just like, what? What is it? Okay? And so why is Spirit bringing all of this up? Well, I'm getting a feeling that you're being called to start something. You're being called to like whatever you're doing in your career, start teaching it. Don't just do the job, but teach the job to other people. Teach your ins and outs. Teach your golden nuggets. Share with the universe. Share with the world what you're doing. Okay? Because a lot of people, they want to know, but they're a little bit hesitant to ask. Why are they hesitant? What's going on? 5 of Cups in reverse. They feel distant. They feel like they missed out on their opportunity to ask you these things. They feel like, oh no, like I want to know all these things about this person, you, the collective. I want to know so much about the collective, but I feel like whoever this is, they feel like they missed their opportunity. Okay? That's what they feel like. But it's not the reality. The reality is you're there. You're open. You're ready to receive. You love answering questions. You love giving insights, but you've built up a sort of discipline about you, the Emperor. You don't just give out free advice, okay? You wait until there's a question. You wait until there's an open mind in front of you. And what you've realized is that an open mind requires a question. They got to be asking to receive these answers, okay? And so some of these people are, they're a little bit distraught because they don't know how to come back in. They're not sure, like, what to say or how to ask you or what's going on here, okay? They might feel a little bit trapped. I'm getting a definite energy over here. If somebody's feeling trapped, somebody's feeling like they're a little blind in their experience, that their thoughts are limiting them, and that, if they bring you these thoughts, what's going to happen? Like, are you going to see them as a trapped being? Or are you going to see them as somebody who's not worth helping? And they're running through these thoughts, and so this is why they haven't come in yet, okay? Because they have all of these different things going on in their mind, these limiting beliefs. And it's not true. If they were to just come in, you'd give them the answer, like, here you go, here it is, okay? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So an opportunity, a small opportunity, a boon that gets you past the month or a couple months from now. It's a small blessing coming in, I feel, from this. Temperance in reverse, healing. Okay, so why is that coming in? Okay. It's because you're just now taking action. For you, even though like all these people around you want to know how great you're doing, and they see you as this emperor, you've been seeing yourself as trapped in this devil energy. Okay, but you've let that go. Now you're on the right path. You're just getting started in your mind, and focusing on that. This Ace of Pentacles in reverse, this Temperance in reverse, your finances, your security and stability is coming back into balance now, so that you can receive relaxed inspiration. Okay, Spirit is really interceding in this area. They're wanting to ease your mind, ease your worries. They're wanting to pay your rent, pay you to exist, give you back what you've given freely to the world. Okay, maybe, totally not knowing it in some cases. I know that some people are asking you things and you're presenting an awesome energy out to the world, but do you really know it? Right? Well, now you're just coming into consciousness of it. And as you come more into consciousness of it, Spirit is interceding with this security. They're saying, hey, we're going to come in. We're going to provide that security. No need to worry. We've got you. You don't need to take any fear-based action or take any risks that are out of your control right now. Just take it easy, relax, do what you want to do. All right? It's time to release negativity. I feel like this is in the subject of finances, of stability, of business, career, okay? Full moon in Scorpio, a full transmutation and transition, okay? You are going to be very rich because you're naturally abundant. That's who you are. It's like richness, wealth, it's sometimes associated with these outside things like, love or community or money or all these things. But like just you, like, it's like people get the feeling of abundance from wealth and money and having a lot of it, but it's sort of ambiguous. Some people need more, some people need less. It's this ambiguous idea. But with you, when you're in the room, it feels abundant. It's a feeling. Okay, it's not like an analytical analyzation of I have this much and so therefore I am this. No, it's like you're abundant. Like you exude energy. That's just who you are. It's how people see you, which is beautiful. Okay, don't let pride get in your way. Where's the pride coming from? All right, I feel like it might be associated with these people who don't want to ask you the questions because they were in secret competition with you. You have pride. All right, this is another thing that's preventing communication from coming in right now. Because I'm telling you, at your spiritual doorstep, people are knocking. All right, their higher self has no pride, has no fear, has no worry, has no sad. They're just ready to come right in. But their physical selves, their ego, it's having trouble knocking on that door in reality. Okay, they're sort of holding themselves back a little bit because they're a little bit prideful. All right, there's that there too. Some of them are prideful. Some of them don't know how to come back in. They feel like they missed out on an opportunity. Tell me about this pride here. Guidance. You're being guided. All right, you are a guide for this pride. Okay, it's like you trigger people into realizing that they're actually in pride. You're like a Heyoka empath. Okay, you have the ability to truly change somebody's state of consciousness even when they're in a state of pride, anger, fear, resentment, revenge, frustration. You have the power to transmute that. Okay, and you do it while you laugh. You do it with a cheer to your spirit. And that's another reason why people see you so, I'm getting heart chills, why people see you as so abundant. Because like, whoa, how did you do that, right? How did you just do that? And how are you so good at guiding? Okay, nothingness, creativity. Okay, another thing you do is you break down people's ambition, but you build their resolve. Okay, and this is something that the master does in the Tao Te Ching. You break people's ambition. No longer are they so ambitious and ready to ride the horse and ready to go do it. Yeah, right? But you give them both sides. You say, hey, you give them that side of the story that says it's gonna take time, and it's sort of like you empty them out. You could be talking to somebody and they're ready to go. They're ready to just go to the next thing, go to the next thing, go to the next thing. And by the end of the conversation, they don't know what to do. There's nothing there. Like all of those little things in their mind that they wanted to get going and they wanted to get done and they want to go, like my brother with his job, wanting to get the job. By the end of the conversation, it's like, man, I don't really have to do any of that, do I? And that's when the inspiration hits them. That's when they're able to be like, whoa, right? Like, whoa, I'm alive. Like in Soul, in that movie by Pixar. The guy at the Trade Center. His soul jumps into him and he's just, I'm alive! And he starts breaking down the table and he starts having all this energy that he didn't have access to because he was so focused on go. Meet the numbers, get more. The grind. The ambition. But you take it away from people, man. You take it away. Not in a bad way, in a good way. All right? In a very positive way. Air, the analytical thinking mind. I feel like you know how to navigate the storm. not just with your emotions, not just emotionally being aware and receptive and allowing people to be vulnerable with you, but you help them navigate the storm in a way that they can understand by pinpointing their language. Like, because that's what it is. You know, communication with different people requires different language. And you are this translator of different languages. You have the ability to perceive how and what to say and how to say and all these things, so that you can speak their language for a moment, get into their world and guide them, get them on track. Bam. It's not a storm, it's now clear. It might have been a storm, but you knew how to navigate it. Okay? Trust. What's the reason behind that? It's because of your connection. Because it's not an ego thing. You don't guide people with your mind because you want to feel superior in any way. No, not at all. It's because you know how to do it. Because you trust the universe. Because the universe has done it for you so many times. Okay? And so it's not even you using your mind. It's not even your mind. It's just the access to infinite intelligence that you're letting flow freely through your through your mouth, through your throat chakra. Okay? And again, guys, any constraints that you've been feeling, any lack, any limitation, guys, it wasn't even yours. It wasn't even yours. And soon enough, as you take action, you realize, oh my goodness, I had been doing all of the work that I needed to be doing exactly as I needed to be doing it. Like, the whole time. The whole entire time. Beautiful. Because of your, and that's the thing. You always had this underlying trust. You were always leaving the messages for yourself. You were always leaving the little notes. You were always preparing the next step. You just didn't know that you were doing it really. And the awakening happens when you realize, oh my gosh, I cleaned up that area just when it needed to be cleaned up. I prepared that thing over there right when I needed to prepare it. I read that book right when I needed to be read. I was watching that movie, and that message in that movie was the exact message I needed to use or have in this moment. Oh my goodness, all the things that I was doing. I was beating myself up for it, but it was really exactly where I needed to be when I needed to be there. And it was the universe working everything out for you. Okay, no matter how bad or good or what it looked like in the moment. There was always this trust. Spirit was always there. Okay. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Ooh. Oh. Okay, let's get some tea. What's the tea on these? I'm feeling it. What's the tea on these people who are feeling pride? Okay. And what's the tea with these people over here? We'll start with the prideful people, and then we'll move on to the people who don't feel like they can come back in. Okay. What's the pride people? Sorrow over a loss. Yeah, it might be time to move on from, they're knocking at your spiritual door. You can hear their higher self asking you questions. You're in the astral realm while you're dreaming, while you're asleep. You're doing all the work up there. But then the egoic version of them, the human version of them, never wants to come in. And so there's the wraith. It's a sorrow over a loss, but it's almost a celebration too. Okay? Celebration of, all right, I know that what I'm saying is true. I know that I'm who I am. I know I'm who I say I am. I am who I think I am. I am who I've always had access to it. Okay? And it's just that realization that even the people with pride, they want to know the answers to. Okay? They want to know. And now, how about these? Well, a little bit more on this. Successful outcome to your problems. The key. You have always held the keys. All right. They may have convinced you early on or throughout your journey that you weren't holding them, but even when they convinced you about that, you were still holding them in your back pocket. You still had the key. You're always going to be successful based on your access to infinite intelligence. Just what it is. We are leveling up. Who said that? Thank you for saying that. We are leveling up as a collective, guys. Realizing that we hold the keys. Taking action. Turning outward with the year of the horse. Coming in. Expressing ourselves. Taking, action, man. Understanding who we really are. Understanding who we've been. And we've been shedding skin this past year. It's been a lot of skin to be shed. The snake, right? But We're not that skin. We are the snake underneath it. We are the embodiment, man. All right. Now, how about the tea on these people wanting to come in? I mean, over here who feel like they missed their opportunity. Who is that? What's going on over there? Advice from a friend. Okay. Maybe they feel like they want your advice about something. Okay. Something specific here. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Okay. So I feel like this is a golden opportunity for you. All right. All these people knocking on your door looking for answers, man. This is an opportunity. This is a money path. This is you being able to utilize your gifts for the greater good, but also receiving from it. Okay, making a living off of it, making some money off of it. Strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Ooh, fire. Okay, because what you do for others, it's so intricate. Okay, it's so intricate. You could be waking people's kundalinis up, left and right. And so while they come to you and they ask you specific questions about specific things and you give them answers, it's not just that they receive. They also receive an awakening. A fire gets lit up underneath them. Something stirs in their system. And so what you're doing as the Queen of Wands is I believe that you're learning the power of your fire. One interaction, one exchange has the power to change a life. Okay, has the power to change every experience in that person's entire life. And you're realizing that you're getting to see that more and more as you take these steps towards where you want to go. All right, where spirit is guiding you. We have the tiger. We have doing something risky with the tiger. Yeah. I also feel like there's been some sort of falling out. Okay, strong emotional falling out. It could have been with a business partner. Okay, with the money path there. And what's the risk here? Slowly but surely getting ahead. Slowly but surely getting ahead, but then there's a risk. There's the tiger. A two-faced friend. Okay. So tiger energy is it feels like that two-faced friend. It feels like somebody who there's somebody here who loves you but also hates you. Okay? There's somebody who loves everything that you say, but they also have this underlying like something that you do when you light that fire underneath them when they go to you for advice or whatever. It's like you both inspire them and you also send them into like a spiral of what the heck was I doing? And so they love you and they hate you. All right, so I feel like Spirit is recommending that you take these relationships very slowly. You have rules of engagement. You pace yourself. You give it a lot of time here. You take it slowly. All right, because these people, they love you and they hate you. And so you don't want to receive that hatred ever, right? You don't want that to be a part of your experience. So Spirit is advising here, just take it very slowly. Be cautious. Don't take a lot of risks with this person. You know, just take your time. Okay? Involvement with the law. Ooh. Involvement with the law. Okay. We got some stuff going on over here. Involvement with the law is completely separate, so let's go see what that's about. What's the involvement with the law? Unsuccessful plans. Ooh. Two-faced friend. Somebody might be trying to get into your energy to disrupt you. Okay? They're trying to like get something to burn you. All right? They want to burn you in some way. This is a two-faced friend. Who is this? Can I get clarity on this? Somebody wants to burn you. Justice in reverse. Ooh, yeah, somebody wants to bring in the law, okay? So be careful what you're doing and who you're doing it with here. All right? Be very careful, be very cautious. Don't put yourself in any risky situations right now. I feel like there's somebody who's wanting to trigger you in some ways here, get you to react, okay? Could be because of their pride. This could be a two-faced friend. You will be shown the way, candle. So don't worry about it, all right? You're protected. You're protected from this energy. They're not going to get the outcome that they want. Unsuccessful plans. But, okay, follow that intuition. Be cautious, okay? You'll be shown the way. What else we got going on? Temporary situation. This is temporary. This isn't going to be for a long time. Spirit's currently working on this, going to deal with this person, whoever they are. All right. I feel like it has to do with like some sort of text messages. Okay. Text messages, some like text messages, maybe they're like recording phone calls. Okay. So just be very careful about who you're talking to over the phone, what you're texting people, what information you're sharing with others, and just like who you're around right now. You're going to be shown the way. You're protected. Don't worry about it. This is temporary. It's not going to be forever. Okay? You're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So just keep going. Ooh, who did that? Who did that there? How do I click on that? How do I see that there? Oh no, I can't see your name. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Home Fatel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay. So yeah, it's a temporary situation, guys. It's gonna blow over. You just gotta follow your gut. Okay? Arrow. You're already on the right path. You're already taking action. The devils are getting theirs. What else here? I feel like there's more tea. This is involvement with a woman. Okay, a dark woman. Relationships with a woman with dark complexion or hair. Okay? Doesn't have to be, with the tarot, it doesn't have to be a woman. It could be a feminine man. Okay? This is a feminine energy. So what that means is shadow feminine. It's going to be passive aggressive. It's going to be two-faced. It's going to be manipulative. It's going to be things of that nature. Okay? So just be wary. Okay? I don't want to scare you. I don't want to instill fear at all in any way, because you are going to be shown the way. You are on the right path. Everything is always working out for you. But this is just something that we're picking up on. Okay? So this is going on. This person, they're trifling with the wrong collective. Let me tell you that. All right? They're just messing with the wrong people. This has to do with career. That's what it is. Okay? So whoever you're working with right now, and take it as it resonates, guys. This isn't for everybody, but whoever you're working with, just be, the emails that you're sending, maybe keep track of the emails that you're sending, keep a record of what's going on, because they might get HR involved. Just, you're protected, okay? You are protected. Just know that. Okay. Anything else about that? Waiting for news, a package, and a letter. Yeah. Bird is perched. You're perched up on this tree. You're good. You're carefree. You know you're on the right path. You know you're protected. And I mean, guess what? This person wants to send you this energy. They want to get some dirt on you. What's going to happen is they're going to get shown what that does. Dirt's going to come out about them. They're going to start revealing themselves to the office or to wherever you are in your career. Okay? Tell me more about this career thing. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. I'm telling you. Okay? This could be a partner. It could be a boss even. Okay? Somebody who's trying to pin something on you. And what's going to happen is it's going to get pinned on them. They're going to get, the karma for what they're doing right now. But it may lead you to going on to bigger and better things, which is why, again, you're taking action in a direction that serves you. Okay? Too much concern with sexual matters. What's going on there? Okay? What are you, some sort of super attractive person? Or you get some, what is this sexual matters here? Fear, worries, intense situations. Okay. Tell me more about this, Spirit. Give me some forces working against you. Okay, so somebody's trying to bind you to, wow, this is a lot of here's the reason why this all manifests, okay? When you shine a light as bright as you do, when you have the intensity that you do, but are just sort of starting to learn who you are, just getting on the right path, just now realize, I'm whoa, I'm so powerful. I have all of this energy, okay? What happens is, people are going to come in and want to take that from you. They're going to want to get at that. They're going to want to bind you to things. They're going to want to try to have children with you. They're going to want to put you in fear, worry, tense situations to keep you down. It's like crabs in a bucket. Okay? They fight. They pull each other down. They want to keep each other down. And so there's going to be these forces working against you. Now, again, nothing to fear, all right? But it just means to have a little bit more discipline moving forward, Be a little bit more cautious about who you engage with sexually, who you're talking to, who you're letting influence you, okay? Make sure that they're coming from a place of truth and honesty and transparency. Indecisiveness, yeah, this is another thing. So if you're feeling like some indecision about what to do, how to do it, and all that, that is not you, okay? That's forces that are working against you. It's thoughts trying to get at you, trying to get at your light, trying to put you back in the position that you were in. No, we're not going to listen to that stuff, okay? You are such a clear navigator, a clear communicator. But this is the type of things that's going to happen when you are marked by God. God's marking you and has marked you. And so now you're this source, God, creator, whatever you follow, whatever it is, right? You've been marked. And so now the entities and the energies that inhibit people are inside of people. They're going to see you. They're going to be like, yo, I want to attack. I want to get at that. I want to take what's that. I want to take that abundance. I want to control that. I want to manipulate that so I can get something out of that, because they think that through manipulation, control, deceit, lies, whatever, that they're going to get any of that out of you. Well, here's the thing. No matter what, even if you have exchanged energy with these people, we're clearing that up right now. It's already clear. All right? Just make sure right now it's a good time to just stick to yourself. Stick to the people that you can truly love, trust, and that you respect and that respect you. And that, smile when you're around and also when you're not around, and talk good about you when you're not around, okay? I feel like there's a little bit of talking behind your back going on too, especially in the workplace, maybe even in other areas, okay? You will be taken care of in difficult times. Just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Who did that? Let me click on you. Derek Laurent, again, thank you so much, my man. You're being taken care of. Okay? So you're being massively protected. These aspirations, these goals, the path that you're on, the journey, it's all protected. And anybody who wants to come at you right now, I mean, they're going to try, but you've been through it. You know exactly how to use your energy to combat this, okay? Easy. This is easy for you. All right? It's not a thing. For them, they're putting all this effort and energy into trying to hold you down. Meanwhile, you, okay, whatever, brushing it off like it's no big deal. Using your staff, okay? Just like unicorns. That's absolutely right. My vibration station. What up? All right? And so we have the moon. Upright. Here we go, okay? So making the unconscious conscious. This is what you've been working on. This is what you've been disciplining yourself to do, and this is what you are manifesting. You're manifesting a unconscious, a subconscious that works for you, okay? Doesn't work against you. You don't have to worry about, oh, what if I go unconscious in this situation? No. Okay, let myself go unconscious. My programming is so good. I've pre-programmed myself. I've used auto-suggestion and self-hypnosis so much that my unconscious does all the work for me. I just got to tune out, and then all the stuff gets done. I'm always where I want to be. I'm always at the right place at the right time. Everything always works out for me. I'm not a hard worker. I get things done easily without effort. Man, it's so easy for me. And what happens when you program yourself to do things, I mean, your unconscious just takes care of everything. No longer do you have to sit there and focus on, just let go. Bam, all of a sudden your body's doing it for you. You were thinking about doing the task last week, and all of a sudden you find yourself you sort of come into consciousness one moment of the day, and it's like, oh, I'm doing all this work. I'm building this thing. Wow, okay, it's already done. Holy moly. Okay. Yes. Hermit. So the arrow, the candle, the hermit, the staff, all of these things are sort of in union. Okay. And what they're all saying is you have the answers. You are the one that people are coming to in the spirit for answers. All right. You know what the next step to take is. You have a clear understanding, it's just the next step. Okay. And this is how we trust. This is how we utilize our trust, because we know as a collective, I mean, it's just the lantern lights the way for the next step. Now, maybe not the next 10 steps, but it lights the way for the next step, and it always does. It always does. When I take that step, the next step is going to be lit up. When I take that step, the next step is going to be lit up. And so on and so forth until happily ever after I'm riding off into the sunset. And these people who are wanting to hold you down, really what they're doing is they're holding the part of themselves down that they associate you with. They're really afraid of the part of them that is empowered. They're really afraid of the part of them that shines so brightly, that knows the answers, that is in tune with the infinite intelligence. And it's not that they're trying to bring you down at all. It's that they're trying to bring down that part of themselves. Okay? Because they're afraid of it. They're afraid of what it could do. They're afraid of their potential. Okay? What is it in Coach Carter? Our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our greatest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Okay? Very, 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 it gives me heart chills because, like, it makes me feel compassionate because these people, I mean, that's what they're really afraid of. That's what they're really going after you for. It's not about you at all. It's about them. And it's about them being disconnected from themselves. Okay? But that's what you have the power to do. I mean, by walking away, by continuing on your journey, by moving forward, these people get to learn. They get to see that even that part of themselves within themselves, which is being shown to them through the manifestation of you, will continue on. No matter what they throw at it, no matter how much they try to bring it down, that part of themselves will always be there and will always keep moving forward. And you are that embodiment. You are that awakening for them, which is why they both love you and hate you at the same time. Okay? All right, what do the fairies have to say? The illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, and getting caught up in fear and worry. We have the ego. Okay, what about the egos, fairies? No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. And so, I mean, you're being sent all these thoughts. There's these illusions over you. Getting caught up. You can be getting caught up in these other people's fears and worries and have been for a while. It's that devil in reverse, right? But this is the realization. The realization is that you are the one. Okay? And it's that duty. It's that sense of oneness. Like, not only am I the one for me, but me doing this is showing them who they truly are. Okay? That's how we get out of our ego into the oneness. No longer seeing the illusion, but even loving them because that was part of you. Right? That used to limit you. That used to hold you back. Part of you did that too. Okay? And so loving that, moving forward. And how do you love that? You don't give it any energy. You don't feed it, but you love it by moving forward. You love it by shining. You love it by keep on going down the path that you're currently on, which is a beautiful, beautiful journey. Okay? Receive love from the other side. So loved ones are coming in from the other side. You have past loved ones, okay, are eager to connect with you, eager to support you, eager to celebrate you, eager to say, hey, you're the one. All right? Hey, we want to just lift you up and put you in front of all the ancestors right now and just say, hey, good job. All right? Who is this? I feel like it's sort of like an older guy. It's like an older guy, man. This guy's just clean. He's cool with it, man. He's flipping. I feel like he's flipping a coin, or he's flicking a lighter or something. Whatever. He's doing something with his hand, but he's just cool, man. He's well dressed. He smells good. Smells like aftershave, man. This dude is cool, and he's just looking at you with them gleaming eyes. I feel seeing you. Very, very proud of what you become. Good fortune. The ancestors are giving you the fortune. Okay. They're saying, hey, we've been watching you. We've been looking at what you've been doing. We've been sort of letting you do what you do on your own. We've been a part of the journey the entire time, and we want to say, congratulations. You did what you did. You're continuing to do this journey. Even when we sort of, gave you some space and we weren't connecting with you for a while, you continued on. And that's why we want to celebrate you. That's why we want to lift you up and give you the fortune of what we are, what we've manifested, what we've put into our vortex. We're going to send that all to you because we know that you're going to do something great with it. And you may not know what that is right now, they're saying, but we know that you've got something big. Okay? And we cannot wait to see what you do with it. We cannot wait. It's going to be a wild ride. Okay? Pay attention to your work, okay? The fortune comes in your work. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Okay, broken bridge. What's the unsuccessful outcome? An exciting event. Deep friendship with somebody of the same sex. I feel like unsuccessful outcome to a problem. What's that have to do with? An exciting event. What is the event here? Come on, give me some tea here. Give me some tea. What's going on? Short journey. It's that temporary situation earlier. Guys, going back to the work, your ancestors are sort of putting attention on your workplace. They're saying, hey, there might be a change of career, but there's something that you really want to do, and we want you to do it, okay? Which is why the broken ring, the broken bridge, you're gonna get transported out of wherever you are, or you are currently being separated from your current work, because we want you to do that grand thing, and we're gonna support you along the way. You don't have to worry about paying bills, rent, whatever, okay? You're gonna be secure. You're gonna be supported. We're ready for you to take this, to get this changed. Somebody is trying to come in between. Guys, the ancestors are warning you right now about this dark feminine, shadow feminine energy. Okay, there's a lot of warnings here. They're saying, hey, they're not going to be successful, but we really want you to pay attention. Somebody is trying to come in between you and something that you want. Okay, you're on the road to success. That's what they're wanting to come in between you and that success. So don't let anybody come in and give you any doubt, okay? Any doubt. Who said typical? Funny. Don't let him give you any doubt, okay? Just don't let it. Fair woman, I'm telling you, it's that shadow feminine, all right? It's going to come in the feminine is not direct, it's indirect, especially the shadow feminine. So it's one of those sneaky little things. So just, stick to your work, stick to being successful, stay on that grind, stay doing what you're doing, okay? Don't let anything get in the way. Don't let anybody come in and distract you. It's another way the shadow feminine works. It works through distraction, okay? Somebody knocking on your cubicle or your door, your office or whatever, and they're saying, hey, do you got a second? They're trying to get in the way, all right? Hey, you got a second? Excuse me, no, I'm working. If you'd like to talk to me, if you have anything to say to me, we can talk about it for 20 or for 10 minutes tomorrow at 3 p.m. Right? It's just one of those methods to get out of that distraction. Okay. Hey, today I'm only dealing with things that I believe are A-level priority. And that means that they affect me directly today in this moment. And so if it's not a fire or a bruise or whatever, I see it as a B-level priority. So I'm only dealing with B-level priorities on Wednesday next week. Like, just separating yourself from the energy and the time vampires right now. Okay? Because there are a lot of those too. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening up for you. Now is not the time to get distracted. Now is not the time to get caught up in the woes of the feminine. And that means like, hey, you want to come out with us? Hey, you want to come to this party? What they're really trying to do is they're trying to get in the way of your success. Okay? So just don't do it. You don't got to do all that stuff. Compliments from an admirer. Okay? A distant friend is thinking about you. You could be being sent certain things. And I do feel like this is from the other side, okay? Maybe your origin is from somewhere different than where you live currently. And so ancestors from that origin, from your home, are sending you love. They're sending you abundance. They're sending you protection. Know that they've been praying for you. They've been doing this in the astral, okay? They're really doing real work for you, all right? What else we got going on? Love, deep affection, and caring. They really, really care for you. All right? They're really pumping you up with love. And they're protecting you. And they're showing you the way. All right? Okay. Woo! All right, we're getting pretty long here. So I'm going to end it on a... man, what do I want to do? I'm going to do a symbol. And then that's going to be the symbol to meditate on here. Okay? And we're going to get a symbol to meditate on, please. Guides, okay? Start listening. Your ancestors are talking to you, All right? They're sending you love. They're sending you answers. They're showing you the way. So start listening. They got you. All right? Okay, guys, I love you. Have a wonderful night. It's been an honor and a pleasure doing your reading today. Namaste and bye-bye. Doo-doo-doo.